Hi, and welcome to Law of Attraction Tarot by Goldie Evalee. Right now, as you've probably seen in the title of the video, this is tarot from my spirit to see if we're going to get World War III, impending doom, or peace. Anyways, do not take all this so seriously, just what my spirit guides are telling me. This is how it turns out. So let's get started. I am going to shuffle. So the first card I got, so this is between Russia and Ukraine. Oh, I have it. I need to change this. Wait a sec. There we go. The first card I got is the Two of Cups. And I'm just gonna change the filter here so you can see it better, a little bit dimmer. There we go. There's not so much light shining. And I'll zoom it back to normal. Okay, so we got the Two of Cups. So it's not going to start World War III, so that's a good thing. But Two of Cups, if you want to know about the cups, it recommends this is a coming together. And how I interpret this card is sometimes it's coming together two people, but clearly this is coming together between Russia and Ukraine. So this kind of means compromise to me. So that is what Spirit told me. So the next question, oh, sorry about that. That was my computer. I forgot to mute it. So the next question in my tarot for my spirit guides is, how will this affect Russia? So this is the Ukraine side. This is overall. If it was going to start World War III, and my spirit guide said, no, it's going to come to a compromise before anything happens. Okay. Or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, so that's how I interpreted that card. So the next card I get will interpret how it will affect Russia. Spirit guides, how will this affect Russia? Okay, and the card I got was Judgment. So this is kind of speaks for itself if you think about it. The world is kind of judging Russia right now and Putin for his actions, and judgment is about wrongs being righted. So at least that's my interpretation. So yeah, that's kind of the outcome for Russia, is this judgment that's happening right now. So there we go. And now I'm going to ask, how is this affecting Ukraine? So let's ask Spirit Guide, how is this affecting Ukraine? Okay. And I got the Eight of Cups in reverse. So, the Eight of Cups upright, there's someone walking away from something they built. That's what the Eight of Cups is about. Someone walking away from something they built for change, a new change. But when the Eight of Cups is in reverse like this, because I read reversals, it means that someone's coming back to something, particularly this means obstacles. So how I read this card in this particular situation is Ukraine's going through tough cycles and obstacles from its past, and it's coming back kind of to haunt them a little bit. So I don't know anything about Ukrainian history, by the way, so, but that's whatever way you interpret that, that's what I see. I haven't really watched a lot of the conflict either, so I don't really know much about it. So if you're getting mad at me for that, I'm sorry. I don't really know. I just saw in the news and it makes me sad. So I decided to do a reading on it and see what my spirit said. So here it is. So Eight of Cups reversed is coming back towards old obstacles and trials and tribulations. So that's where Ukraine is right now. Okay, so the next question, we all been wondering this in the media. We've been wondering, like, why does Russia want to do this? I don't know. If you're a peace lover like me, you're really like, there's got to be a motive here. Why Putin and everyone, or not everyone, of course not, mainly just, let's just say Putin. Why does he want to start this conflict? And I don't really watch the news, but that's what I got from it, from watching the news. He wanted to start a conflict. So my next question is, what is their motivation? What is Russia, and particularly Putin's motivation for doing this? So we're going to ask Spirit. What is Russia, particularly Putin's motivation for doing this? Okay. And the card I got was the Knight of Pentacles. And let me just adjust the light there a bit so you can see it better. See that Knight of Pentacles? Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the brightness. Oh no, wait a sec, sorry. Technical difficulties. There we go. Okay. So, as someone who doesn't know anything about politics, actually hates politics, this is my point of view when you see the Knight of Pentacles. If you know anything about Tarot, the Knights are the pages are messengers, but so are the Knights. The Knights are also messengers. So this to me is a little bit different. It's usually is a young male. Pentacles also are kind of slow moving. So I don't know, take that with what you will. But the thing that stands out to me is it's a Knight of Pentacles, and the Pentacles represents like money, investments. And usually when you look at this card, you think of a young man who is maybe starting out in the business world, maybe wanting to get out there, you know? So, but this is how I see this card in this particular situation. So you're like, what does this have to do with anything? To me, since it's like Putin and Russia are rushing in to get that pentacle. that investment. They think that Ukraine would be a long-term investment. And this is my point of view, but I don't think it's the type of investment like, hey, we're at this moment. It's not the type of investment that's like, hey, let's work together. It's more the investment of, I heard that they had oil. So I would think that they kind of want this investment of what they have as a country. And Russia's going in and wanting that, looking at this as a financial investment. And I know that's kind of sad to say, even for someone who likes peace like me, but you got to think how some of these people think, which is they think in physical aspects, which is what's the motivation? The motivation is there's something to gain from conquering Ukraine. And to me, that's just something that stood out, you know? So that's why I think it's probably a long-term investment to them to gain Ukraine. Maybe some kind of political power, showing their strength, stuff like that, stuff that doesn't even really cross my mind as a loving human being. But this is probably what's going on in Putin's head. He thinks this is a long-term investment. Um, this is better for him. I don't know if it's better for their country, but I guess it could be. I mean, I guess it is, but that's why. So let's go on to the next question we have here. So let's ask let me position these to where you can see them. And the next question is, what is the outcome for Ukraine? So Spirit is telling me the outcome is compromise. It's old cycles, old conflicts coming back. But let's see what the outcome of Ukraine is, what Spirit thinks the outcome is. Okay. So I think we have good news here. Usually this is good news. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and let me dim it down so you can see it. The 10 of Pentacles. If you see what the 10 of Pentacles represents in tarot, is family, a coming together. I see this as peace, a legacy. I know for most part, that's my thing was peace, but this is known as a legacy. So building bonds and creating a legacy. That's what I see for Ukraine. I think they're going through a tough time and they're going to come out of it. That's what Spirit is telling me. Spirit is telling me they're going to come out of it better. So, yay for my optimism, but at least my spirit is optimistic. Ugh. Anyways, that's what it sees. That's what my spirit sees. Let's see. Now I want to know, what is the consequences and the outcome to Russia? Just so you know, I have nothing against Russia. I don't know much about the country, but I don't have any ill feelings towards any part of the world or any people of any sort. So I don't want there to be harsh consequences, but I want to know what they are going to have to deal with. And usually my spirit is pretty optimistic, so we'll see what it says. So what is Russia and maybe even Putin's consequences for starting this whole debacle. Okay, so we've got two cards. We've got the world. Let me show you this. The world. And it's in reverse. So we got the world in reverse. And we've got the Hanged Man upright. So first, before I go into this, I'm going to explain Tarot to you a little bit. I'm going to get my notes because I want to be quite specific since this is a tough conversation, so you get where I'm coming from. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so let's just put the world over here so you can see it. The world upright means completion, culmination, causing celebration, achievement, ending a long cycle and preparing to start anew. That is the world upright, what I see the world as. Now, the world reversed is struggling to end a task or cycle, feeling stuck in a cycle repetitive loop. So put it reverse. And an inability to see the end reward for effort. And that's kind of what I see the situation as, an inability to see a reward for the effort. So they're going in thinking they're going to get investment, and they're coming out not seeking a reward, not getting that reward. So to me, that means that they aren't going to be real fruitful with this endeavor. So now, the next one that we're talking about is the Hanged Man upright. And sorry, got cut off there. Gotta flip it. Do I have it flipped? Yes, I have it flipped. Okay, good. So I'm sorry, I got cut off there. So we were talking about the Hangman. So the Hangman is either enlightenment or a period of contemplation, or just going deep into your thoughts. So here's how I see this situation with the world in reverse and the Hanged Man upright. This conflict, as Spirit is telling me, for Russia, is going to, they aren't going to seek the fruits of their rewards. And they're going to go through a period of contemplation. Hopefully, I would love for it to be a period of enlightenment for Russia after this. I hope they come out good, because this can mean that. This card can mean that. So, and also my perspective on this card is, if anything, they'll gain a fresh new perspective. Even the world might gain a fresh new perspective from dealing with this. So let me just summarize it for you. So we get, is it going to start World War III? And we got 2 cups, which means that there's probably going to be a compromise between Ukraine and Russia. And then we got How is Russia being looked at with this? And we've got the judgment card. So they're being heavily judged. And wrongs are being righted in this situation. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So why does Putin want to go into this? Why does Russia want to go into this? And they think it's a long-term investment. I don't believe war is a long-term investment, but Putin might look at war with Ukraine as an investment. So that's the reasoning why. And then you have the world in reverse. So it just means the fruits won't reap fruit. This will not reap them what they expect it to reap because the world is in reverse. And the Hangman just means that after this, they might go through a period of enlightenment or just a period of a fresh new perspective. Russia or Putin? Anyways, but I asked Russia, so there we have it. This is my tarot reading for how I think, and mostly how my spirit thinks this is going to turn out. I mean, I'm seeing this through the eyes of someone who's living through this too. So, I know I don't live in Ukraine, so I don't know that perspective. But what I do know is that what Spirit is telling me is what's going on here. And what I do know is that along with everybody else, after this video is seen, I'm going to see in real time how this turns out. So that's why I'm kind of excited about this reading. Is at first it was a little bit scary, but then I got the Two of Cups and I was like, okay, so maybe it'll just come down to a compromise. And I just have this perspective is I want peace in the world, I don't want there to I don't believe the Russian people deserve to be punished for this. It's really the people in power, And honestly, I'm not even that big about the people in power in the US either, which is where I live. But, as a citizen, I just want there to be peace. And I would like a compromise to happen. I want Russia to be a wonderful country. I hope that their country goes through a period of enlightenment. I would love that for the US too, by the way. But I just see this as a conflict that needs to be resolved before it gets too late, before too many lives die over this. It's turned out to be a crazy, scary time these past few years. So this is what I see on the conflict. Spirit's not telling me World War III, so that's good. So I don't know. I'll watch after this video's done. I'll be watching the news along with everybody else. Bye. Thank you for listening to Law of Attraction Tarot. By the way, you can like or subscribe. I will have ads someday, but there's none on right now. And I am not doing tarot readings at this time. So if you get someone who says they're me doing a tarot reading, as of March 1st, 2022, I am not doing tarot readings. Maybe in the future I will. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and a peaceful life.